Evening all. Hope
Hello.
you're all good. That's better. I thought I was a bit dark tonight. How you all keeping? I hope you're
Got
having
a
a
few
great
in the
week.
room already.
We certainly have. Good evening, Katrina. Good evening, Caroline. Good evening, Kit Killer. And John. Hi, John. How you doing? I hope you're all good out there in the States. I know things are getting a bit warm out there at the
My
moment.
sister's so excited. She can't wait till she's from the UK. I managed to get her a little Trump tree decoration.
Yeah. So,
hi, Stealth. Hi, T.
But we won't get into the politics of it all because everybody's got their own choice. And
John,
don't put pressure on everybody.
Kitten.
I know it's a very awkward thing out there at the moment. There's a lot of very, very, very strongly opinionated people on all sides. So anyhow, off the politics.
And it's a bit noisy tonight, I'm afraid, because we've got fireworks everywhere. Yeah,
it sounds like gunfire. Don't worry, it's not. There is no incoming here. We are safe.
Willow is on alert. Well, he's not really.
Yeah.
Oi, what are you?
Willow's
your tissue hand in your little
Willow has handled the fireworks brilliantly so far. He has literally walked around, the occasional bark at the door, like, what the hell was that? But beyond that, he's like, yeah,
whatever.
No, you're not bothered. I'm not bothered. So he's coming on well. What else is there? You got some news about a guy that was lost, haven't you?
I don't know if I'm going to do it right now or I have to repeat it.
I'll save it for a bit later on.
So you got storms and tornadoes tomorrow and Tuesday. Oh no, John. Again? Hi, Lee.
John, I hope you're going to be okay, mate. I hope you're going to be safe. I mean, I look excited about it. That's because I do, actually, after experiencing a hurricane myself, actually enjoy weather extremes. I do enjoy blizzards. I do enjoy not the havoc, the damage that these things wreak, but I do get a love and a fascination out of seeing nature. Basically, sometimes I feel she's almost there going, you think you got something? Try a bit of this. I like it as a bit of a reminder.
Hi, dirty faces.
Hi, dirty faces. So, like anybody else, you don't want to see anybody harmed or people's homes lost and things like that. That's heartbreaking. But, if you can experience these things and see them, well, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a good thunderstorm, isn't it? A really good thunderstorm with a fantastic lightning show for a couple of hours and that. As long as it don't touch off a fire or damage anything, it's well worth experiencing. So brilliant. John, grey-green sky. Yeah, I know about the grey-green skies. I got told two things. One,
what's the anvil?
Yeah. If watch for the anvils and the clouds, okay, i.e. the shape of the clouds, that's the beginning of your storm cloud, and if the sky goes green or you think you can hear the sound of a locomotive coming, it's time to get below ground. So I do hope everybody out there in the States, everybody that's in the storm zone, stay safe, guys, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. But I've seen skies turn some funny old colours over the years in different places, and that's a tip I'll give anybody. If the sky looks weird, start a running. Yeah. It's excuse me, that was a notification. Yeah.
Also, animals and birds, they know. They
do tend to react, don't they? Hi, Benny. Hi, Benny. That's observation post, Charlie. Hi, mate. Lee, Michelle. Hiya, mate. Hope you're good.
I missed the hurricane. I was asleep. I didn't know about it till the morning. And I looked out my bedroom window, which was downstairs, and there was a tree laying across the lane upstairs. His car. I lied at tree had fallen onto his Mark III Cortina.
I spent most of the night trying to keep the guardroom roof in place, along with a couple of other guys. Hanging onto the whole guardroom roof. We were sitting there having a cup of tea, watching the roof do that, and it was lifting. You could see the gap between the brickwork. And it's a crazy thing to say to people because they say, well, why didn't you run away? But there was nowhere to run away to.
I remember getting my father, there was a book, and it was called The Great Storm. and that was all photographs from sort of the Surrey, South England part of the tornado. It was quite amazing. Oh, excellent! You got 400 subs. Well done, OPC.
Excellent, OPC. Oh yeah, observation post, Charlie. Congratulations on your 400
Stealthy's
subs.
number 400.
Well yeah, well done, guys. And yeah, for all those of you that are making your videos, Ray.
Good evening, Ray. You feeling better? I hope.
Yeah, we hope you. We were getting worried. Yeah, you kicked that COVID in the
proverbial. Yeah.
I nearly said the C word then because it all rhymed. Kick that COVID in the. But I don't think that's something we ought to do.
Bleep.
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 Bleep. Yeah, right. Oh,
Hello.
good to hear from you, mate. I hope all is good. I hope you're feeling a bit better. That old COVID does tend to leave people feeling a bit rough for a week or two afterwards. So take care of yourself, mate. No, we love you. No, we're thinking of you. We didn't get a couple of people asking after you.
So I'm just giving the dog some meat.
Yeah, and John's mention there brings me on to something. I mean, I said, as you know, I wrote out notes and bits and pieces and guides, and this is basically the beginnings of a video, a bit of planning for probably the next prep video. So yeah, information alerts. We had an issue here in the UK when they rolled out an alert system via mobile phones. There was a lot of panicking about people. Oh, I don't want it put on my phone. But I think people like John and people that live in Tornado Alley and places where there are extreme conditions, or live under dams and things like that, they will tell you. You want to know. It's quite funny in the UK. We walk around, a lot of people. Everybody, but a lot of people walk around blinkered. It won't happen here. It'll never happen here. It's never flooded in my town. It's since time can remember.
I remember weirdly being in Brighton once and been on Brighton Pier looking out to sea and seeing a water spout and thinking, oh my God, it's a lovely day and there's this water spout.
Yeah, and people, it's I think that's one of the things that kills people more than anything else is that it will never happen here. It won't happen to me. I've never seen that before in my life.
It may do, boo-boo.
Yeah. I've used a chainsaw with my feet 2,000 times in my life. I do it all the time. It's never, it's with foot gone. Exactly, Willow.
What's the comment about behind you? Can you sleep inside a squirrel?
I don't know, can you?
Well, that's what you right on the bloody board.
I just wanted to see who would notice it.
Katrina noticed it.
Well done, Katrina. You don't win a prize, but well done. That is the question for tonight. Can you sleep inside a squirrel?
Not a singular squirrel, I would have thought, unless it's a prehistoric squirrel. That's
so many together. It was just one of those silly things. When I was making some notes earlier on today, I suddenly thought, I wonder if I slap that up there, who will notice it and go, hey?
You'd love it on the Isle of Wight then, because there's only red squirrels over there.
Yeah.
There's no grey ones.
And they're even smaller. Yeah, come on in. You're joining in the conversation.
Right, observation post. Charlie said, hey, wanted to say, been really enjoying my Voda twig stove, Mick. Absolutely love it and took your advice in the fuel tabs from my old German Esbit stove. Thank you so much.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Glad I could help. I'm glad it helped. It's one of those things, isn't it? There's this whole idea of this community is to Sunday night is a bit of a waffle and a bit of a laugh and a catch up with you guys, see how you're doing around the world, throw out ideas, methods and that, but that's what it's all about. That's all I want to do with my channel, my community, or build a community of people who share, swap. I can learn from you guys. You guys can, and this is the idea, is new guys can come in. So anybody that might be listening to this, if you're new, don't feel you can't get involved because you're unsure or you don't think you have the knowledge. Join in, because there are a whole rake of people involved in the community that are more than happy to share advice, share tips, help out, point you in the right direction. And one of the greatest proof of puddings to that is my mate Kiwi. Kiwi the Outdoors Apprentice. Now I admire the man for starting up a channel called Kiwi Outdoors Apprentice, where literally his first line on the channel was, "I know nothing." That's why I've called it Apprentice, because I'm intending to learn. And he puts videos up, and then he asks a question: "Am I doing this right, guys? Is this the right method? Is this?" And I think that's I love that. I love that.
No question is a silly question.
Yeah, I love that honesty and the courage in doing it. Because one of the things that I've found, and I think we've all come across in life, sometimes it's difficult to say, "I don't know." Some people cannot say, "I don't know." I've spent most of my life looking blank at something, or somebody asking, looking blank and going,
"Yeah, tell
don't know." But you go and learn.
This squirrel, if it was a giant squirrel, I mean, I do know that some of the prehistoric sloths were like 20 foot long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So imagine how big a squirrel would be.
Yeah, that T, exactly. Yeah.
Hi, Janet.
You're thinking along the Star Wars theme. Exactly what I was thinking when I wrote it up there. Well done, mate. Janet, hiya. How you doing, Janet? Yeah, and happy Sunday to you, my love. I hope you're having a great one. Benny, you're doing a video tomorrow. Excellent. We'll look forward to that.
I got me bargain buy today on your arm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's a large, one of the large pumpkins in Morrison's at the moment. They're 10 pence, no matter what the size is. So, what am I going to make that into? Am I making a pie? Am I making stew?
Oh.
See, there's bargains out there. That you can make a lot of
pumpkin soup. Oh,
soup.
Nice pumpkin soup. Then freeze it
for 10 pence. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
All right, knock it. Give it a tap. Make sure it's not all
mushy. Yeah.
I had to get the young army cadet lad who was selling poppies outside Morrison's to give me a hand because I couldn't quite reach into the basket. I didn't want to end up falling in there.
Yeah. Charlie, exactly that, mate. OP Charlie. Yeah, I'm the same as yourself. Gained experience all through my life. There's stuff I learned as a kid from gamekeepers, poachers, farmers, farm workers. There's stuff I picked up in and around the military. There's stuff I've picked up since. And I found some of the stuff that I learned donkeys years ago is now outdated, been superseded, improved upon. I mean, I can remember when the goochiest piece of kit you could have, the best bit of kit you could have, was the old Coleman petrol pump-up stove. And I loved mine. I loved mine until I overpressurized it, blew a seal, and actually created a jet engine, which was quite spectacular, and everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. But again, you know, that was in the 90s. You know, and we're constantly learning, and I think the real truth of it, the real honesty of it is none of us know everything. There's no such thing as a true expert. There are people with a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge to share, and there's a lot of old knowledge that is disappearing. With new techniques, methods, and equipment that we see out there, some of the old technologies are sort of sliding away. And I think it's down to us old dogs occasionally to kick the basket and tell the youngsters, "Hey, look at this. This is what we used in my day. It's a pretty good bit of kit."
Yeah, it's like what your granny used to tell you about. Oh, in my day, it's like during the Second World War, I was forever getting. Oh, we used carrots. We used beetroot. We didn't have sugar.
Yeah.
And now everyone goes mad on. I mean, I love courgette cake.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore courgette.
No alcohol for Mickey tonight, I hasten to add. Got the results back from my latest CT, and yeah, they want me to avoid alcohol like the plague at the moment because they found another shadow. This time, there's the one in my lung. Good news is the one in my lung's not got any bigger. Stayed the same size, but they've discovered one in my liver and one in my kidney. So it's off of alcohol, and this week, Tuesday off for more tests, and then Thursday off for more tests. But yeah, so off the alcohol. I'm on tea tonight, so if I start to dry up or go a bit slow, let me know, and I might even treat myself to a sugar-free Fanta with melon. later on. Hi Mac, how you doing, bro? Yeah, so that's
I'll pick him up when he's getting here in Lee.
Yeah,
he's been an arse. Come on,
come on, mate. Oh, here it comes.
there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
so it's people's.
Yeah, people's. Look, it's people's. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just go. See, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're talking to, mate. Observation. OP Charlie. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. It's one of those things. What can you do? All right, we go through life, and things bounce to us. Now, nobody can tell me yet what it is, right? Because they won't. Simple as, until they're positive. Either way. And as I said, it could be many, many things. Hopefully, nothing serious. Yeah, made me a bit edgy. Yeah, it's made me a bit twitchy. But what can you do? Reality of it is you just gotta push forward. Got to stay strong, stay positive, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and get on with it. You know, cuddle your dog, cuddle your wife, and take the advice they give me, which is stay off the alcohol. Yeah. So
for now.
For now, exactly that. So Lee Michelle's just had a pint of tea and ravioli. Yeah, sounds good to me, mate.
A Rubicon rose lemonade. How about that? Ooh. Made with real fruit juice. Rose is not fruit.
Oh, mate. OP Charlie. I'm not going to say I know exactly what that is, but yeah, whatever it is, I'm hoping you're okay. You got my prayers for you. Yeah, guys, don't say prayers for me. Say prayers for those people that desperately and really need it, because at the moment I don't need them. When I do need them, I'll tell you, and you can bunch them all up together and send them in a one-up. Don't worry about me. Right? I'm positive, I'm keen, I'm eager, I'm getting fitter. I've got the lovely Kaz. I intend to be around for a long time.
Willow's now at the top of the stairs.
Is he on?
No, he's guarding.
Guarding, yeah.
Do you want to do that thing?
Yeah, Kaz.
Right. I noticed this yesterday. I don't know if anyone else uses the Wild Camping UK site. They were looking for a gentleman called Stuart Phillips. He was last seen outside Fort William on Wednesday, the 30th. He's been walking and having his tent with him, and he's supposed to meet up with a friend and not go off to Skye, but no one in his family have heard from him. So we're going to mention it tonight and say that if you go on the Wild Camping UK site, you can see the photographs of him and the equipment he's got. But this evening, the police gave a update to say that he's been found safe and well. And thank you to everyone that used tracking and that emails, Facebook, and that he was found safe as well. But you wanted to say something about the
and now he had a one of the follow me apps, which was a great idea. I promote them all the time. I always say to people, go out. First thing is plan. Have a physical plan. Have a system so that people know that if you've not turned up to come and look for you. Okay. He also had a tracking app, and what had happened was the tracking app, for whatever reason, failed, and it didn't show him moving. All right. Now, there's two ways of thinking of this, and I know some people would look at that and go, "Well, that's a bloody good app, isn't it?" It failed. All right. Yes, it did fail, but the beauty of it is it alerted people, and it said to them he hasn't moved. Yeah. And by doing that, it initiated a search and rescue, which obviously they couldn't find him because he had moved on from that position. But if it was a case that he'd have collapsed, broken a leg, been laid up in a bush, the system would have worked. They'd have taken him straight to him. Now, this technology is still in its beginnings. No technology and no system is absolutely foolproof and perfect. But if you think of it from the point of view, it worked. It alerted people to, although there wasn't a problem, it said there was, and the system worked. People went out and searched for him. The other great thing was community. So within the wild camping, the hiking, the rambling, the 4x4s, the motorcycle clubs, all these various groups got emails and messages saying, "Could you keep an eye open for this
They'd actually
guy? He's
printed
lost."
out the track that where he'd moved
the
round.
route got printed out and shared, and some people went looking. People went out and found him. Now, that means I've got to give an honest thanks, although I don't even know the guy, to all those search and rescue people, to all those crews, all the volunteers, all the people that just went, do you know what, I'm going to walk the dog up so-and-so in case he's up there, to all the people that just kept an eye open. Thank you.
And he did go out equipped. He did. He
was
he did it alone to start off with, and he thought about it.
Because being somebody that does that sort of thing and goes out there, that's the knowledge that the system works. If I got lost out there or had a fall or God forbid was injured, it would work for me. So it's one of the things, and this the whole wild camping, not just mine, the whole community of outdoors people are starting to link up now. We're starting to build quite a brigade. I was speaking to somebody recently who was saying, do you know what? We've got more chance of winning more rights in the UK now because there are so many people. Because people aren't being angry militant about it, we're not all running out on protests and shaking banners and all the rest of it. We're actually just building. We're starting to actually get people look at us and take us seriously, take us sensibly. They're going, hang on, this isn't just a load of flag-wearing, nettle-wearing anarchists. These are people that actually go out, love, have a real pleasure and care for that environment. Maybe we should encourage, maybe we should allow these people in there. Speaking to somebody from a council who was actually pointing out that the more good-minded people use in the countryside, the less money they need to spend on rangers. Well, I know that sounds a little bit horrible, but the more we put ourselves across in the right manner, the more it works.
Like when you're out, when we go out, and like Benny and Sticks and Owen and that and the other people, when you go out, you see someone else's bit of rubbish, you put it in there. It doesn't take much of yourself to give that extra little, well, I'm in that area, so I'll have a look. Have a look at the picture, say, right, this is what this person looks like, this is what their tent looks like. And
Max, exactly right. And this is something I've had thrown at me in the past where people said, "Oh, you don't do solos." Mac. Well, no, I don't do solos that often, and there's a reason why I don't do solos that often. I'm a bit of a social person. I've got friends and mates that like to do the same thing, and I love to share it with them. There's nothing better than having a walk with a mate and enjoying the view, the scenery, the environment together and sharing that. There's nothing nicer than being sat opposite your mate around the fire late at night, having a natter, having a chinwag, put the world to rights. And also because I'm a guy of a certain age, I'm nearly 60, okay? I'm in that danger band, as I keep getting the hospital to say to me, you're in the danger band.
Like Danger Mouse.
Danger band, okay? So I'm in the danger band now. And to have somebody else there with me when I'm having my adventures, although I don't feel weak or worry about it too much, it's nice to have.
I know, we spoke to him earlier, Benny.
Yeah, Benny's with us.
No, it's Sticks who's saying tonight. We did speak to him earlier.
Yeah, we did speak to Sticks earlier. He's probably going to join us in a little bit. He might even be out there listening.
And both saying, I don't know why he was saying that he can't comment.
No,
I don't know.
Dan, I don't know what the issue is there.
What have you been doing, Dan?
I've had a look through my settings just to make sure I haven't blocked you or anything like that, and I haven't. So I'm sorry, mate. It's probably my end.
I certainly haven't blocked you.
Yeah.
Hi,
so that's part of the thing for me is I do enjoy sharing it with others.
Well, last time we saw him, he was actually in his kitchen, so he definitely got home for his boat.
You've only got to take Stealth of Flack and their guys. You know, they go up and they do regular camps up in their woods.
Yeah.
The comradeship that they built.
I enjoyed your car one today.
Yeah. The laughs and the giggles they have together, absolutely brilliant. And they got one another's backs if something was to go wrong or happen, which is always a bonus.
Sitting in your car, Stealth, eating your
Dan, not a problem, mate.
Eating your rice and
Yeah.
chicken
Stealth.
balls.
Yeah. They had a big old set of chicken nuts then, weren't they?
Yeah, it was.
I wonder what
Poor old
rooster
chicken.
they come off of. I bet he was a big old fella. I was like, you have prawn balls. I often look at them and think, where the hell did they find that prawn? That's bigger than a lobster.
Oh, do you want to do one of your bits of?
Oh, yeah. So, bits and pieces. So, what can I show you tonight?
John was saying Kitten can't comment on his videos.
Yeah.
He says he's not sure how to open that up and any tricks or tips on that.
Oh, I have no idea. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Perhaps ask Owen.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's upside. Yeah.
Right, so Kaz was having a look on Amazon for me. And I said to her, I want to do some testing with some of the mass-produced fire logs in the wood stoves. Basically, to me, in the middle of winter, if I'm out doing a wild camp, yes, most of the time through the day, I'll burn wood that I've taken from the deadfall that's around me. But the woods is starting to get a bit short in deadfall, and I don't want to use up everything that's there because there are other guys that use the wood as well. The other thing is, I like the fire to stay in all night if possible. I would like to be able to put something on my fire, lower the drawer down. It doesn't have to be roaring. It doesn't have to even be burning massively, but just throwing out that little bit of heat, knowing that all I've got to do is open the drawer, will get it going again, will be a bonus. So I'm going to try a couple of those, the pressed paper logs, and I'm also going to try a couple of the logs that we'll see in the garages.
I've been trying to get the coffee ones.
Fire starter and that. We're going to try and get some of the coffee ones. But Cass found on Amazon these.
You get, there's 20. You get 10 for $9.99 at the moment, and the 20 should have been $19.99. At the moment, it's $14.99, so it's got 27% off. So he's actually got 20 of these birch 10 kilo doodles.
Yeah, so they're 10 kilos.
For the whole, is that meant for the whole?
Yeah. That is so not
2 kilos. 2 kilo blocks.
Yeah, but they reckon these will burn for 10 hours. Now, I'm going to try one of these on the stove. I'm going to try a couple of other things on the stove. And what I'm looking for is not necessarily...
It could be ammo for a deck gun.
Yeah. It just does look a little bit, doesn't it? And the idea being, I'm going to try and have a play with a few bits and pieces and see what the longest burn time I can get is.
If they work out all right, then...
In my stove. Yeah. Now, how much was it for 20 of these?
20 was $14.99 instead of $19.99. So there's $5 off that. And I think the other ones should have been 13 or 14, and they're $9.99. That's for 10 at the moment, so it's not bad. And
again, working on a principle that even if you have a wood burning stove that's it's your camp stove, it's something you can rig outside. It's something you can cook on. It's something you can use. And you might not live anywhere near woods like I don't. I live in the middle of a council estate. So having a couple of packs like that is a bit of a backup bonus, because let's face it, how would I use it? I would probably set it up in the garden.
Yeah, but I think you could use the old saw, old bench saw.
These I'm going to have a go at cutting them in half. So I'm going to see which method works best for that, because it is very, 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 very tightly compressed.
I reckon if you threw that at someone, you'd knock them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, John actually said, and they stop you from using hexi, and you can get those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there we go. So there's that. The other thing that you'll see in the background there is the water purifier. Been lots of videos on those just lately, all over the place. The company reached out to me, and I will be honest with you, I didn't pay a penny for it. They sent it to me. But unlike a lot of other videos where people have got it and then just unboxed it, did it once and gone, it's great, I'm running this thing for a few weeks.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's going to get a good
I'm
trial.
genuinely trying it out. I am. There's not going to be an unboxing with me. There's going to be either I like
It's already
it
unboxed.
and it works, or I'll just return it to the company and let you guys know it didn't work out for me. I've also got a pretty mean test for it. So I asked Cass to get me a bit of kit. So I got her to get me a hydrometer. And one of the things I want to know is, will that extract water from Guinness? Will it separate the alcohol out? Okay, how good is it?
Coke and we.
Yeah, I've seen people do Coca-Cola. I've seen them do urine. It's a reverse osmosis pump, so it should take out most things. But I've not seen anybody do alcohol, so I'm going to give that a blast.
Yeah, it was reverse osmosis. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And also you got the.
The little fan.
Yeah. You can probably do that closer, didn't you?
Yeah, we'll do the fan closer to the. Oh, you picked up that, didn't you? You picked up that little bargain.
I don't know if anyone saw Kent Survival. He did a video the other day with using Asda or what's the other name for Asda? Walmart camp, and he had a Walmart tent, and Walmart's and Asda's own things are called Ozark Trail. Well, about 5 years ago now, we got a big cool box from Ozark, and it's one that you don't have to open it. It's got like a little hatch in the top so you can take stuff out. It's got a plastic liner inside you can take out, clean it, and of course it's got the silver backing inside. Well, that cool box, we've used that on the beach, and
we used it in
really hot days, and everything stayed frozen.
It's been a good little cool box.
Well, he had this. Well, this is what they call it's a 9-can zipperless cooler. So let's get the handle out of the way. You open that up. You got that. Again, that plastic inner liner comes out. And I looked at it, I thought, oh, I like to look at that because I like the other one, but it's a bit big to be it's probably about 3 times the size of that one in orange, and it's got little pockets on it and a carry handle. I thought this would be ideal for us to take out for us and Willow, but also if you're going out and you wanted to put meat in it.
Yes, like steak or anything like that.
And even the pocket at the front has got that silver line stuff as well. Yeah. And I thought, do you know what? I'm probably not going to really get them now because he was saying how much they were. I think it's £12. And so I thought, I wonder. So I looked on Amazon. They didn't have them on Amazon, but I looked on eBay, and someone had the brand new ones, and they were selling for £12.99, which is what. All right, I had to pay a couple of quid on top for postage, but that is brilliant little cool box for us. Absolutely. And so Ozark Trail. I
has
must say, it's got a microban. So I'll say we've had that the orange one for 5 years now, and we use it for shopping, camping, all over the place.
Down to Cornwall. It's brought hot passages back from Cornwall.
Oh yeah, because you can have hot things in or cold. But so if you see one of those Ozark trails in Asda or Walmart, give it a go because they're good.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for a smaller box. I mean, that for me is ideal. If I'm going up the woods and I want to take some milk up, take some meat up or something like that, it's a handy size. It's not too big. And we've, like Kaz says, we've used them for years. Never had a problem with them. Yeah, they're only a cool box. You've got to put a cool block in there to drop the temperature, but it's insulated.
Yeah, does the job. Steph was just saying he bought an Ozark bag from Asda a few years back, and he still can't kill it.
Yeah, not bad kit at all. Simple kit. That's the beauty of it.
The real love. Hello.
Oh, dear love. How you doing, mate? Hope you're all good. All good.
Someone did some of those. Lee make a press with a hydraulic jack and 4-inch drain pipe, wet cardboard and leaves to make your own. things.
There you go. Roman Rose saying his son-in-law is a joiner, has lots of sawdust and shavings, so he started making his own compressed logs. They burn hot, but don't think they will last all night. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Well,
we'll go.
Yeah. Oh, John, just promise
Benny,
no clickbait pics if you do a video on the MSR shower.
Benny said he just nipped out to chase someone's bum. You went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Don't fluff it up. Yeah.
yeah, John. I promise you there will be no clickbait pictures unless I can persuade an attractive lady to sort of pose in the shower for
evening
me.
Sticks.
Yeah. Evening Sticks, how you doing, mate?
Outdoor Ali, hello.
Evening, Ali. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Hope you're having a great time. Yeah, so compressed logs. Yeah, so we're going to do some testing. We're going to try some different techniques. Again, I mean, in my youth, it would have been a shovel of coal. I don't even know if you can still buy coal, can you?
Well, they're trying to ban or put a thing on.
Yeah. In my youth, it would have been a shovel of coal on there and knock the drawer right back down. And
Steph said, "Thank you for your help yesterday." Sticks, sorry.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries, mate. I was pleased to help. It was nice to join you. You know, it
beautiful
was
walkway there.
Yeah, Sticks' video yesterday. He did a live on his local river.
I was going, I like that canal boat, and I like that canal boat, and I like that one. I don't like that one.
Yeah, Benny was doing a live stream at 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, I did pop in with Benny. I did leave a message, but I was so tired.
Unfortunately, I was snoring. I do apologise, Benny. I failed you, brother. I was deep in the land of Nod, dreaming of bow drills and ice cream and things like that.
Hi, Owen.
Hi, Owen.
Hi, Mrs. Owen.
Hi, Mrs. Owen.
Yeah, for those who didn't see it, I was just put out earlier that there was on the Wild Camping UK on Facebook, they were saying about a gentleman called Stuart from Cheshire who had last been seen on Wednesday outside Fort William, and his founding friend hadn't heard from him. He was supposed to meet with his friend to go to Skye. They police released today that he was being found safe and well, so everyone that helped keep an eye out for him.
What we were talking about a little while ago, Owen, was the guy had a tracker
lost the dog wing,
and his tracker app ceased. It stopped. It literally froze and said he's got this far, he hasn't moved, and that set the whole ball in motion. People came out looking for him, expecting to find him where the tracker app was, and obviously he was fine. He just kept on going up the trail. Now, as I was saying, people would look at that as a fail of the system. I don't look at it as a fail of the system. I say actually a proof of concept, because if he had actually clapped, if he had been injured, the system would have worked for him. They'd have seen he hadn't moved and they would have found him quickly. But what it actually led to was the police and the emergency services calling out everybody they could in the location, putting out information to all the various groups like the Ramblers, the Walkers, the Climbers, the 4x4ers and all the rest of it, saying, we've lost this bloke, could you help us find him? And the system worked. He was tracked down through that. So again, all fine, fit, funky. Wasn't even aware there was a problem, I don't think.
No.
But again, it's getting back to having that app, that equipment, that tracker system, because God forbid you find yourself laying anywhere alone. And as Mac quite rightly said, if you're going up into the Scottish hills this time of year, don't go on your own. Go with somebody. Have a companion.
It's a new issue with Android, so he's got to make a video about it. And Max just said, has anyone watched The Last of the Dogmen and then gone camping in the woods?
I have, yeah.
It goes, Max says, I want to go camping. Those woods.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, I didn't try to tell.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Oh, thanks,
fantastic, Owen.
Yeah.
And again, it's these systems. What 3 words is fast? But for most applications, what 3 words is brilliant. All the emergency services use it worldwide now.
That's what you were saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, worldwide now. Yeah. That is recognised. You can pretty much go anywhere on the face of the planet.
I've actually used that to get people, give to people to pick up things from Facebook Marketplace.
There you go. As I just said, the only tracker that currently works is position sharing with Google Maps. or share location with Google Maps.
You might see Gaz. Max said he might see Gaz. Isn't it, Gaz? He shouldn't go out of the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, there's been a couple of people put videos up this week, some good Halloween videos, some real good efforts. Yeah, a lot of work, hard work. I'm not just saying the one that I was involved with. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, dive over to Life's a Hobby, go and have a look.
All I can say, Owen, is you must have used a jet wash, a hot industrial jet wash to get all that black off your face.
But yeah, there's lots of guys. Stealth
yes, I did see yours.
Did a nice video. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, so
yeah, it's an app. Everywhere within a certain space has what 3 words. So it could be, say, outside our front door, it'd be ferret, wood, and sandwich. So if you put that in your app, that'll take you right within. And
also, if you do a search, if I do it now.
Yeah, because John was asking about it.
So.
Yeah, what 3 words? The police, the fire brigade, ambulance, the rescue people use it.
That's what 3 words there, so I can just tap that. It's a free app as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's given my location exactly is Districts Spotty Wooden.
Oh.
So that gives the what 3 words to me. You can also put it up on a satellite. So there you go. It's satellite where I live.
Yeah.
You can zoom out. You can zoom in. You can find another location, then navigate to it. You can save locations, and you can share locations. For actually finding out where you are is good. And one of the things that's good with it, for years, the emergency services used grid references or relied on people saying things, obscure things like, I'm next to a tree.
Good evening, Mr. D.
I'm next to a tree in a woods near such and such. Yeah,
I don't know where I am. Well, what 3 words?
Yeah. What 3 words just breaks it down on an international basis to gridded sections. And each section
that's it, kid. Every 3 metre square of the world has a 3-word identifier, so it should work in America as well.
Yeah.
Benny was saying that he's been given a trail cam last night, just needs to figure out how to use it. I think it'd be interesting.
Right, Benny, if your trail cam's anything like mine, basically, excuse me, man thrusting the screen. Do apologise.
There you go. Give me the crutch shot.
Right, so that's mine. Behind the back there is where I put the lights.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but it's dark. It's darker in here than it is for them on there. So
yeah, it's you've got your battery bank in the back there. You want your SD card.
No,
goes in the bottom here, and then all you got is 3 switches on mine. So my switch settings are USB off, test, stroke on.
It usually has things inside.
Yeah, it's got the instructions on the inside. All I need to do is switch it on, close it up, seal it up, sling it on a tree, or sling it on the tree first, close it, switch it to on, go away and leave it. Go away and leave it. What I will say to you is I found that, as with anything like a GoPro or anything like that, don't buy cheap knockoff SD cards. Buy the best SD card you can do. I've been caught out twice now where I've bought what I thought were quality SD cards, and a month in, that's it, corrupted. And usually what happens, you don't know until you go home, you go to upload it, you've just made a video, and it just SD card corrupted. I've got a scan disc that I've had, literally was one of the first one I bought.
Yeah.
That little scan disc there, I bought when I first bought my GoPro 2 years ago, and it gets used for all my GoPro work. Has never let me down. never let me down. Although I've probably got to look at replacing
Ali,
it soon.
no one's heard from it, Lucy. If he took all his videos down and not heard it from him. I'm probably going to give him an email, see if how he's all right.
I believe it might have been job related. I think he may be in a career where he's not, or he's taken on a career where he's not allowed to have a.
John said, "Does the app look like a red box with 3 white slashes?"
Yes.
Yes, that's it,
yeah,
John.
That's it, John. That's it, and it's a free app. It's a real bonus. It's great from the point of view for navigation as well. If you're going to visit somebody else and they've got 3 words, and you can just do
especially
navigate.
They've got all those addresses that you could. It's you know their road has been added on, and sometimes your GPS can't always find that new built road, but you 3 words will find it.
The other thing is, because it's got a satellite system, one of the things I do like about it is if I'm going somewhere new, I know it was when I first went down to Bear Down Tour or Bear Down Farm, they sent me their 3 words, and I was able to 3 words it, go to satellite, zoom in, and actually have a look around, work out where the road was, the driveway, the campsite itself, and have a reasonable look at the layout of the place before I'd even gone anywhere near it. And that is a real bonus, especially if you're an outdoorsman, because this mapping system doesn't rely on roads. It's not cars going up and down roads filming. No. It's done from satellite.
Janet was saying, it says he's put up that this channel is now finished due to privacy. Thanks for watching. All the best.
Yeah. Well, Elusive, if you're watching this, we all hope everything's good, mate. We all wish you well.
Keep in touch.
Keep in touch, even if it's drop in a random comment or something, or send us an email. Let us know you're okay. We do miss you. We miss your videos. And stay safe. Be good. Happy travels, brother. Yeah, it is. Yeah, all in English.
Oh, not a squeak.
Yeah,
if he thinks that someone's come to the back door, it's like the bloody hand of the Baskervilles.
I don't know, Derek. I don't know. I haven't tried Gaia myself. Cool name though. Yeah, Janet. Yeah, we do hope he's okay, Elusive.
We do try and when people haven't been seen for a while, we do wonder. We do worry. We have emailed people when we haven't seen them for a while. Yeah, sure they're okay.
We do like to know you're
it's not we're nosy. It's just we care. It's simple
as that. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's what can you do? You care about people. You build a bit of a relationship with people. Do apologise about I don't know if you can hear the pops and the bangs, the sound of fireworks, but for those of you that are not in the UK, it is very nearly November the 5th. Bonfire night in the UK.
So we haven't since Halloween.
Yeah, so they will be popping off fireworks for the next week or so randomly. There's
the other morning, it was 2:00. Someone let one off, and he turned in the woo woo woo, and I thought I had a flipping Rottweiler in the bedroom with us.
Yeah, it's I don't mind people enjoying their fireworks. I'm all for that. I do it myself.
Yeah.
But not at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, we had Diwali. We had in Farnborough. We had them do the dances and things like that.
Yeah, remember the 5th of November. Yeah. Poor old guy.
The thing is, they've some shops now have got the silent ones. They still make the nice, pretty display. Because I remember my sister when she was little, my dad used to have to stand there with her with his hands over her ears, and she'd have a hat on because she couldn't stand the noise.
Well, that's it. Fireworks have got louder and louder and louder, haven't they? To the point of being ridiculous now. And don't get me wrong, if you go into a display and you're taking kids, I'd put ear defenders on them these days.
Yeah.
It's the hearing's damaged so quickly and easily. Katrina's saying sometimes it's non-stop until New Year's up there. Yeah, and again, that's what leads to bans, isn't it? that's what leads to people saying, you know, we're going to ban this because we're all fed up with it. And it's, little Johnny and his mate down the road having a. Yeah, there is a limit on rocket height. They can only go up to a certain height.
Yes, exactly.
Ali, we're all with you there, mate.
Oh, dear me. Yeah. Most unpopular ever.
Stealth, the only man. Yeah, you know, it's quite funny that, isn't it? The fact that they tried to demonise him and he's become a proper folk hero. What was once a celebration of his death, as in burning the traitor, is now just now the opposite. It's like
how many kids have made a nice little purse full of money by making up a guy and pushing him around in a trolley and things like that. Yeah, it's
how things would have changed if he succeeded in what he was wanting to do. Not that I am actually saying that something that was several hundred years ago and a terrorist act was right. No, I'm not. Please.
The thing is, you're right though, Lee. It said there's a possibility the government will make the law that they have to be silent, but it's not the bang you really go for, is it? It's the colours and, you know, in the air, and for people who've got PTSD and animals and small kids and things like that, it's really scary.
Well, I have two or three friends that really do not like sudden bangs.
Oh, I come from vicinity. I come from there still. Use a guy.
It triggers them. It's not good for dogs. It's not good for wildlife. Cats. It's not good for the environment. It's there's not, apart from the ooh and ah factor, there's actually not a lot going for it. It's for me, it's along the same lines as the candle lanterns. You know, I want them bloody things absolutely banned.
Oh dear.
I hate them. Because of it's fine and beautiful when released. It's got to come down somewhere, and invariably it can cause fire. Animals get caught up in it. Livestock get injured by it all the time. Yeah. It's wire in a farm field somewhere, and anybody that's worked with cattle knows that if a cow finds a bit of wire, it will eat it. Yeah. And you're setting fire to something and releasing it with no control. It's got to come down somewhere.
Yeah, Ali, where I come from, there's a village in Surrey, Cranley. Well, they still have. I remember when I was a little kid, that every year on bonfire night you had the bonfire boys, and they were the ones that got together, and they're the ones that built up.
Right, Cash, I've had enough. I'm firing back.
Built up all the bonfire, and they would go around with like a wheelbarrow, and people would throw coins and things like that.
It's actually an airsoft one. So yeah, for anybody else, if they could borrow my Frenchy spaz, no.
Lee used to. I'd hate those chives. Lee was saying they used to dress his brother up, put in a wheelbarrow, and go penny for a guide door to stop. Good thinking.
Good thinking. Yeah. It's in some cultures.
I know, Ali. What's he like?
In some cultures, fireworks are quite important. In some of the Asian cultures, where they're used in celebrations to fight away bad luck and that. Yeah,
Ali. You know. Can I borrow your Frenchy spaz? Oh dear.
I have to be careful.
Yes.
Yeah. It's must hasten to add, I no longer own any firearms, or the firearms are gone. If there's anybody watching this official, that was an airsoft, which is normally locked away, but we used it for a bit of filming.
I agree with you, T. He said T said only his opinion. I've always thought selling explosives for fun to the public is madness, and councils should public events on for free. And I mean, our local council, they were charging £15 for an adult. All you have to do is go up somewhere out into the old army land, and you can see all the disposal got up to on top of the house back, and you can see it from everywhere. Kingston, Guildford. I
find it a bit of a kick in the goolies, right? For those of you that are not used to my dialect, kick in the goolies, testicular region. that I can't buy hexamine, and yet the local youth will go and buy fireworks. Now, I have a difficulty with logic here.
Yeah.
Hexamine is not actually an explosive. Does
But a
not
firework
actually
is.
go bang. Yeah, I can buy fireworks, and there is no limit to the amount of fireworks you can buy.
Our friend used to
If
always
I was
get one, didn't he? Ian.
Yeah.
It shot 50.
I often think to myself, if you were a bad-minded person, how much havoc can you wreak by going shopping with a good budget this time of year and then sitting in your little room opening things up and yeah, it's a horrible thought, but yeah, and yet we can't get hexamine.
Yeah.
It's a crazy logic. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for people enjoying themselves. I mean, I used to love it as a kid. We used to have our back garden bonfire and a firework display. My dad would go and spend 3 and 6 on a box of fireworks from the local supermarket. It was a little box like that. Friends and family would come and everybody would bring their little box, and then each dad would go down and set off their independent box. It was done in 20 minutes. And then we'd all sit around the fire, having a laugh, having a joke. My first alcohol experience was actually on bonfire night.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't that I was allowed. It was the fact that I suddenly realised that the adults had all gone in and left glasses of cider on the side. Oh,
it is though. You're right, Ali. A lot of people that have got. Is it?
Yeah.
No, they haven't, but have got.
Yeah.
Lisa, you do a film. It's a new film out with Breaking Wind.
Breaking Wind. It's opposed to Breaking Bad. Yeah.
It's like Catherine wheels, you know. If you don't tap the nail in.
Oh yeah.
So that you've got to have enough for them to spin, but not so that they'll flick out.
Yeah, it's quite funny when you're doing a rotten farm fence post, and halfway through the Catherine wheel spinning, it takes off across the field, especially with a friend's German Shepherd at the time.
Yeah, he'd be
that would attempt to catch it.
Big black German Shepherd called Barley.
Yeah.
And he loved fireworks, didn't he? Absolutely. He'd chase them, and yeah.
Yeah, he used to come back in smouldering. It's quite a worry. But again, I don't. Yeah, it's a difficult one, wasn't it? I had my fun with them as a kid.
I definitely haven't got them, so the dog might have some.
I like the fact that people got the freedom to enjoy that. I just wish they would literally go, do you know what? One night only, bonfire. Which was when I was. I don't know if anybody else could think back that far, but when I was a nipper, fireworks were so bloody expensive. It was literally one night.
That's the reason why you went to bonfire nights, because you know the amount they put up. But you're right about these Chinese lanterns. I mean, in the south there was a stable sort of set on fire, and some poor horses got burnt because, I mean, luckily they survived, but they all ended up with their lodging their manes and having burns on their faces and on their backs from the rugs that are caught on fire because someone lit up a stupid lantern.
It's a crazy day out there. So, Derek, you're on day 5 of filming Winter Loadout video. Going to be over an hour long. Oh, we'll look forward to that. Are you going to release that one as a premiere so we can all comment on it? That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing that.
Obviously, Joe, the hex can be used to manufacture methamphetamine as well as explosive detonator.
It can.
Both of them deadly.
But then,
but
I can also. There's about 15 other chemicals around the house that you can do exactly the same thing with, and not with as much work and effort. Which is
£10 for sparklers.
What?
And you always, your mum and your nannies always used to say, put your gloves on. No, the best thing to do is, I've always seen, is people putting the sparklers inside a carrot.
Or a potato.
Yeah. So that kids can hold with carrots easier for a child to hold.
Incoming.
And that way, they're nowhere near the... Again, nothing.
does sound occasionally at the right angle, like a 9 going off out there.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times in the last couple of days I've been like that, but there we go.
All those just sitting on the table like, okay.
Exactly that, Ali. But I tell you what, he wants to turn his gas up because that's a slow rate of fire.
Contact rate out, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh dear. When I was with the MOD, I used to quiet the whole estate down because all I do now is put one of my Shamulis up, and that would...
we haven't got it sent out yet, but it will be going out. We've been having some issues at the moment, so
yeah, we will. It's on the side, ready to go. Too much oil on the gas parts, yeah. I'll tell you what, he didn't hit nothing anyhow. He was doing a gangster shot.
Yeah, they are loud. I mean, what we've got. This is our back window. We've got a garden probably about
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Then you got an alleyway that's quite a wide alleyway.
About
Then
8
you
feet.
got the other opposite from us back garden and their houses, and it's actually the other side of them as well.
I can actually show it. What was it?
Yeah, Kiwi says, what was that? It was too much noise, couldn't hear it.
There we go, mate. That gives you a...
yeah, so you can see, yeah.
Yeah, so basically I'm in the middle of quite a large council estate here.
So is that a motorway?
Yeah, you've got the M3 motorway running through it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's... And again, it's...
Any way you can add one of the Mark II cookers, the one like Mickey has that a Trangier fits in.
The BCBs. Yeah, I'll see what I can do there, mate. I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay. You have been there. You have been there many a time. You've been upstairs in our place, and you weeding our toilet.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
Been beaten up by Willow.
Yeah, there's another one, nitromethane. Yeah, that was good stuff. Little pink tablets. Yeah, used to work well. Yeah. Okie doke. I'll see what I can do for you, mate.
I should put that on the list.
Yeah.
Deadly quiet now.
Yeah. It's ceasefire. They've all come out of the trenches now to play football.
Yeah, it is. But little white, they're waving their little white flags and they're out there playing football in the car park.
No news on the new house. Although today we actually went out for a drive today. We went out and we've worked out where the bungalows are in the various villages that we're interested in moving to.
Like
we want to move out of the town
houses,
into one of the smaller sort of satellite towns around here. And there are 2 or 3. There were about 3 options for us. So we went out and visited them, had a drive around, found the council estates, found out where the bungalows were, and had a look. And then had a look at the facilities and the amenities and that were around there.
Perfect for us.
Yeah. And again, I was coming back to the place we like the most with our hearts isn't practical. No. It is a little tiny rural village.
If we ended up with no vehicle,
no shop. Now I'm 60 now. Another 10 years, I'm going to be 70. You know, I might. Yeah, if I lose the ability to drive, we'd be screwed. But there was one of the ones which actually wasn't high on our list, was it?
No.
And then we went and looked at it. A place called Hook. Went down and looked at it. We drove in, looked at the village. It's got every facility you want, and within easy scooter distance of where the housing estate is everything you need. Chemists, supermarkets, butchers, railway station,
post office,
all the amenities you want, and it's a growing town. So it's one that's had a lot of investment. It's getting a bit bigger, which means those businesses are going to be sustainable.
And for me, it's because at the moment, if I use my large scooter, I can go a couple of miles to the local Morrison's, but at this place, it's not even a mile, is it?
No.
To a big Tesco's.
Yeah. So we went round there and we went and looked at the bungalows,
And
had a look, and they were lovely, weren't they?
And it's not far from the country. It's sort of semi-rural as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. So we can.
If they keep offering us places that are not they keep offering us first and second floor flats with no lifts, which is not good for me because I can't get up and downstairs now, and no pets, so it would be no Willow. So no Willow, no movie.
Outdoor Alley's asked bioethanol or methylated spirits, which is my favourite fuel and why. Right, bioethanol I've found burns a little bit longer and a little bit hotter.
Here we go again.
However, I will be honest with you, there is something I like about the smell of methylated spirits. It's got to be.
It's all about the whiff.
Yeah, it's something about there are certain things you spark up and you get out and you psychologically you go, old friend, I know your work. I know I'll have a lot of drink in a little while, or I'll have a meal in a little while. Although, like I say, I've tried bioethanol and I found it works particularly well. Denatured alcohol, that's another one, works very well.
I liked white spirits or paraffin.
Yeah,
I used to remember my granny used to go in this shop. It was like a hardware shop, and you used to have this blue. Mr. Blue is like a little blue.
Yeah, it's a SO Blue.
Yeah, a white metal tank thing. That's where you used to fill up your
they used
paraffin.
To have SO Blue and SO Pink. The pink was a elephant, which was its symbol, and the blue was a little blue flamey man. Smell of paraffin heaters. Again, something I knew a lot about as a kid because that's how we heated the house. When I go up the woods now and I take the paraffin lamp up there and I like that, there's always a little bit of me that sort of gets a whiff of it and goes, oh, that takes me back. That takes me back.
Only does that little rack Mick sent you, does that fit on top of you? I know it's bigger than your twig stove, but thought it'd be wider for you to put bigger things on.
Yeah.
Good evening, Lake District. How you doing?
The other one that works, Benny, if you can find it cheap enough, is like I say, the denatured alcohol. That works well. That makes a good fuel for those little stoves.
Lake District's in.
Hi, Lake District. How you doing, mate? Thanks for the comment on your video. Absolutely brilliant video.
I enjoyed that with you.
Shout out back to you again from us. To anybody that's not seen Lake District Outdoors' last video where they got busted on their camp, go and have a look. Guys, how you handled that situation, dog's nuts. Absolutely perfect, right?
Looks a lovely place
your
to camp,
approach to the young lady led to a positive outcome, wasn't it? Because let's face it, as she ended up letting slip to you, don't really have a problem with you guys coming up here. It's the ones that wreck it. And I think
that's all right, Benny.
We were discussing it back here, and we were saying, I don't think it's the guys like yourselves or like us or like the majority of the guys that have anything to do with my channel that are the problem, because we try to be as discreet as we humanly can. We'll even pick up other people's crap that's left behind. It's the party crowd. It's the group of 5 to 10 lads that are like, do you know what? Let's go have a party out on the island.
Just leave this stuff here. It's only cheap.
They really don't give a shit. They're just having their little rave, their little one night out there, and that's the side of things that need to be stamped down on.
That's what happened in Lake District. They cut the trees from that height upwards, and they left all their tents, their sleeping bags, their trolley, and all that.
I think what they need to do, I can save a fortune for the rangers. Okay, what you do is you allow wild campers the under law the right to deal with these situations as they see fit. So then we can go out like Wild West vigilantes. Capture these people and sort them out ourselves, because I'm pretty sure me dealing with somebody chucking litter in the woods or chopping trees down inappropriately is going to have a lot better effect than them getting a little fine.
One the other day, these two lads, they used to do a car program, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they decided they're going to camp on the middle of a roundabout, but the trees were. The trees and the hedges went round them almost in a circle, And so when they went into the centre of it, you couldn't really be seen. And then they spent most of the video moaning because the car's going round.
Yeah.
It's a car. It's a car roundabout.
Yeah, give a shout out to Channel, all the gear.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yep.
Hi Luna, how you doing, sweetheart? She's listening to us. Hey Luna.
Oh, sweetie.
Be good to your dad. Be good to your dad.
Yeah, cat not so much. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, yeah, absolutely brilliant. It is the few. It's the few lunatics and idiots that ruin it for the rest of us. And the thing is, I mean, I think you had quite a positive interaction with her there. I don't know half of what was said outside, but you know, she could have, and we've all come across people that could be quite shitty, and there's nothing you can say apart from, yeah, you got me. I'll pack the kit up and go. And I also, being somebody that works for the MOD managing training areas, I also see it from the other side. When I turn up and somebody's had a wild night up the woods, and we turn up and it's us that have got to pick up all their crap, and that becomes annoying because of the mess and the disrespect. Two, it's costly to the organisation to dispose of that.
And other people see it and think it's
wasted man hours, man time, when you could be doing other things that are more important to the running of that facility. And it's also upsetting because it is disrespectful. You sit there sometimes and you go, do you know, we managed these footpaths and made them nice to walk down. We've made sure the parking area is nice. We've put dog bins in that we now empty ourselves, which isn't a nice job for anybody. Full respect to anybody that empties a dog bin, only to find that somebody's tied their dog poo to a tree, you know, and that sort of thing. And that can be quite heartbreaking at times, especially when you put a lot of effort in. So I do get it from their point of view. I do see it.
Yeah, Faye, I think they found a box that they've forgotten about.
Found the box of matches, isn't they? No, this is so what happens here, it's weird, it spreads across the estate.
Yeah.
The people sort of go,
it's like a tsunami of fireworks.
Yeah, it's almost like you've got the poor side of the estate, right, on their budget, £2.99 cheap fireworks, and it progressively goes, oh, that was theirs, right, let's do ours. Ours is bigger than theirs.
And you realise how many it is when in the morning you're walking out the alleyway to the car and the amount of wooden sticks.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave no trace, but it's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? But at the end of the day, we carry on doing what we're doing. We do it with respect. We do it with honesty and openness. We do the best we can with the situation. And as I said right in the beginning of the evening, I had a quite an interesting conversation with somebody from an authority, and he was actually saying, you know, it's they're noticing the growth of wild camping, people wanting to get out, use the facilities. For years, people stopped going into the woods, people stopped going for walks, people stopped using the facilities. But it's a growing movement now, and they're noticing this, and they're realising that a lot of people, the majority of people, are actually quite respectful, care for that environment and that. And one of the things he was saying to me was, you know, it gets to the point where enough people are doing it, there's not going to be a problem because people will self-police to protect it, knowing that it's now allowed, which from their point of view means they can cut back on the number of rangers, the amount that they spend out having to monitor these places themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to get that all the time, Benny. We used to go when we used to go for the Mac and us. We used to go with our 4x4s, and it used to come. You get
bootload by the time.
Yeah, Salisbury Plain. You should go out there and you find fridges, TVs. I think that's where they go to die. You don't get Elephant's Graveyard. Well, fridges and TVs and broken kids' bush bikes all go to die out on Salisbury Plain.
Yeah, yeah, and as Owen's just said, it is getting better, because I think more and more people that do this, there's more and more people doing it with passion, caring about it, looking after it, picking up after others, and that. I've noticed it myself in a couple of the areas that I use. The litter over the last sort of 3 or 4 years, it seems to be getting less and less and less. And is that because other people are picking it up, as I do myself? Is that because the places are being used more and therefore they're being managed better? Or is it because people are actually starting to get the message?
Or
the message
people getting
is getting out there.
shamed? Are they getting shamed?
Oh, I'm not frightened to shame
No.
somebody. You know, it's
yeah, I'm not backward about coming forward.
Yeah.
with saying things like that.
Yeah.
You can just get your ass back over there, take it up,
Yeah.
take it home.
Yeah, I've often thought I've had that quandary. You know, if I'm out filming and I see somebody do it, am I going to carry on filming and approach them? Well, damn right I am. You know, and yeah, it's in a public space.
All the cans and bottles that we bring home, I put in the recycling bin. Luckily enough, we because we had the 2 boys, we've got the really big recycling bin, so therefore squash it flat in the bin.
Yeah. Yes, it's care and love your environment. So I was hoping that somebody was going to join us tonight. She's had an invite and she will join us when she gets a chance. It's Jess Outdoors. We had a bit of a chat to her earlier on, in fact, yesterday on the live. Yeah, dive over and have a look at the channel. Great little channel. She's up in Scotland herself. Self-taught, bushcrafter, wild camper. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Again, lots of encouragement to go to her. How's the leg, Mick? Their leg's not doing too bad. For those of you that just joined us, I might as well give you a quick update and I'll give you the basic rundown of what I know now. I know it. I have had the second MRI scan on me lung.
Last Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah, last Sunday. Which they said you'll be about 6 weeks before you get a notification, and got a phone call on the Monday from the scanning department. Very nice lady. Big shout out to her, Jade. Absolutely wonderful. So the shadow on my lung hasn't got any larger. It's still the same size. However, they did a periphery scan, so they also looked at other parts of my body, and they found that I've got a similar shadow in my kidneys and my liver.
You've only got one kidney.
Which I've only got one kidney.
One.
Yeah. So they found that. So now I've got to go for a whole more series of tests. Now they're not saying it's cancer. Okay. I'm positive it's not. It could be scarring. It could be cysts. It could be any number of other things.
Both your pain in your
But as she was going through symptoms and bits and pieces and that, she asked me if I had any back pain, and I said yes. I've been getting back pain here. I told her where it was, and that she was like, "That is your kidney. That is because of whatever is going wrong with your kidney. That's why. That's exactly what they would be looking for. If you came to us saying I got this pain here, should first thing we do is scan your kidney." So that's where we are.
You got bloods Tuesday, scans Thursday.
Yeah, so
I got blood Thursday.
Lots more to be done. However, I'm not panicking about it. I'm not worrying about it until I know what it is. And even when I know what it is, what can you do? You fight it with good attitude, good morale, healthy living, and so on. The downside is I've been told not to drink any alcohol, so I'm drinking tea tonight.
He actually went this afternoon. He goes, "Oh, we went to Morrison's earlier." He said, "I forgot to get himself any beer." "Oh, but I'm not drinking."
Not allowed beer. And it's not that I'm not allowed beer. She just said, my advice to you, do you drink? And I said, only on Sunday night. I normally have 1 can or maybe 2. And she was like, right, okay, that's not a problem. I said, well, no, if you're saying avoid alcohol, what I'll do is I'll cut the alcohol out altogether.
Lee said you can have one of his kidneys.
Cheers, mate. Not a problem. Not a problem. Is that with onions?
Yeah. And what I said as well, behind me, I'll spin round. There we go. Get me bits out of the way. No.
Get your boobs out of the way.
There's a pumpkin behind me. a large pumpkin. At the moment, Morrison's are doing them for 10 pence for a large pumpkin.
So kiwi, we will be making Kiwi's famous, world famous pumpkin soup.
Yeah. Mullein is good for the lungs.
Yeah, I'm on mullein.
And milk thistle as well, which is good for.
And as you can see there, I've got companies sent me, for those guys that have only recently joined us, company sent me the Ita Hill water purifier.
Yeah, sorry about the boobage blockage.
Well, there's been I've seen lots of other people's videos on it where they unbox it, use it. Yeah, it's brilliant. I'll be honest with you, what I'm doing with it, I am putting it through its paces. I'm beasting it. I'm not going to do a video on it until I'm happy and confident that that is good kit. Okay, because I don't want to mislead anybody. It's an expensive item, although the company sent it to me.
Plus, there's also there that is a stove fan.
So there'll be a video on a stove fan as well. And so one of the tests I'm going to do with this water, or the reverse osmosis system, got a hydrometer there. Can it extract the water and separate the water from the alcohol in Guinness? I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we'll go run some Guinness through it and see if it can extract the water from that.
It's in urine and cola, so it's just something a little bit different and unopposed for them. You're not just doing an unboxing. He's going to be using that for a few weeks.
I'm beasting it. Yeah. I am going to be trying it in the local river.
You're going to get it.
Giving it a good, thorough beasting. I intend, if it's good, because I get to keep it. So if it's good and it works, I've already decided that I'm probably going to ruin both filters in that in the next month before I do my video, and then I'm going to buy replacement filters for it if I like it. You know, so it's going to be beasted. It's going to be trialled, and it's a portable system. Weighs in at about 13 pounds.
There will be a code if anyone did want one.
There's going to be 20% off code that you can use with the company if you wanted one. But again, like I say, I've seen a lot of other videos where people have literally unboxed it, tried it, and gone, "Oh yeah, clean water." You know, if I put my name behind something, I really want to know. Yeah. You know, and I'm not saying it's bad product. I'm not saying it's good product until I am happy and confident that I can say it. Yeah, Owen will love it. Owen loves a good long test. It's test.
It'd be interesting to see.
What I would do for you, Owen, because I know you love this. I'm going to extract the water from the Guinness, drink some, and then I'm going to do a boil test on it, see if it makes a difference.
But he will not do what one young lady did. We watched. She used it without charging the pump up first, and the first drink she took was actually the cleaning fluid.
Yeah. The filters have to be.
She didn't read the instructions.
It's got a dual filter system, so you've got a charcoal system, okay, and then you've got a reverse osmosis filter.
John would like to know what kind of power supplies is needed for that.
Right, it recharges off a USB-C. Okay,
so you can solar panel it.
So it's designed to be recharged off of solar panels, battery banks.
You're right,
I charged it using my computer, and it's got a 4-hour charge time. Once it's charged, apparently it can chuck out, I think it was 12 gallons of water it can purify in one session. Now, it's reverse osmosis, and I've watched some of the other people's videos, and they've gone, "Oh, it's a bit slow, it's not fast." Well, reverse osmosis isn't fast. I've used hand-pumped reverse osmosis systems in the past purifying salt water. They take a lot of work and a lot of effort because it works on a pressure system. You're building pressure in the water, right? That helps to solidify the salts, and it makes the salts come larger. The filter, the reverse osmosis filter, is 0.0009 of a UH. In other words, bloody small. And I have seen somebody purify their own urine through it.
I don't think it does see what. Owen, I don't know if you heard yesterday, Mick was saying, because he said he's still out there waiting to be rescued. Mick thought that you had actually killed the predator
stolen ship.
Stolen his spaceship, and you are now the Irish Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, you're out there. You're out there. You haven't got a raccoon with you, mate. You're out there with a red squirrel.
John says, "Pop smoke, Owen. We have a A10 on Lloyd and a Huey inbound." So you're up there in your your alien spaceship.
He's made friends with the Predator. Sat there playing cards with him at the moment, sharing a pasty.
Yeah. Drinking out the skull.
Yeah.
So that's what he did, didn't he? Predator, he was collecting skulls.
Yeah.
Squirrel, yeah.
I'm going to give it a try, Lee Michelle. Some have said it will do seawater, some say it won't. Now, at that micron, it should do salts. It should do salts. The problem with salts is they will clog the filter quite quickly. Now, I have seen people do urine, and again, urine, you're removing salts. So I will be testing it that far. I will be taking it that far. I will be going down to the coast and testing it, and I will be doing a proper scientific test. In other words, I am going to get the right litmus papers for doing the right tests. Now, in theory, what you'll get from this is distilled water. Okay, and distilled water boils faster than normal tap water. Okay. The thing you've got to remember with distilled water, if you've taken everything out, you've taken all the minerals, calcium, zincs, and all the rest of it out, all the metals have come out, all the minerals have come out. Now, somebody did turn around and say, well, that's a bad thing because you need those. Yes, you do, but you actually get the majority of those from foods. You don't process that much in the way of calcium and things like that from the water you drink. You're actually taking it from food, milk, cheese, and other products. So, again, it's not so much of an issue unless you're really in a subsistence situation. And if you were that desperate, to be honest with you, you're going to die of dehydration if you don't drink the water anyhow. But again, I'm going to beast it through. I'm going to see what it does. Lee Michelle says it needs a graphene filter for salt. Yeah, yeah, it's got the two. So it's got a yes, it's not a graphite filter, graphene filter, but we'll have a look at it. We'll give it a beasting. We'll see what it can do.
Yeah, Benny, I said earlier that I thought that Owen would have to use industrial jet wash to get all that.
Yeah, his
stuff
wife
on his
wanted
face.
to put a primer on first,
Yeah.
so it came off. How many squaddies have been so grateful to their
You can
wives
tell the
over
ones
the
that have been
years?
out on thing because they look like pandas, don't they?
Oh, especially with the recruits.
Yeah, they look like pandas the following day because they tried washing it off their face and yeah.
Yeah. As any of you old and bold, I'm pretty sure you've seen plenty of horrors with the camo, especially when you got recruits and people like that. My favourite used to be the army cadets at the weekends. So they come in and they come up the cookhouse, plastered with camo, absolutely hanging with it. I mean, it would be like millimeters.
Yeah, they look like
thick.
goths, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Black
Millimeters thick. Used to make me chuckle. Predator Ozo in his next pay packet. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good stuff. It was so I'm very proud to have been involved in that video. I'm very proud. It was brilliantly done. The amount of work and effort I put into that it was absolutely amazing, and I know he was absolutely exhausted afterwards, just from the editing alone.
So,
yeah.
For those who don't know, remember it's Chris has got his community camp on them.
Yeah, and that's a point for those of you that might be interested. Chris is having his community camp down at My Woods, and he's having that on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of November. Same rules apply as usual. For anybody that wishes to come along. Jason's coming down Sunday night. He's going to be doing a Moroccan lamb
He said he'd do something for you,
and he's going to do something a little bit different for you, Mac, because I did point out that you are really not a lover of lamb. So he said that's no problem. He said I can sort out something alternative for Mac. So yeah, that's Stix's Wild Camp. Anybody that is interested, pop over to Stix's channel, pop him some smoke, and he will give you the details. It was a brilliant video, absolutely brilliant. Right, so the question.
Yep.
Right, the
thing.
item. We have what we're going to set. We're going to set a 5 minute. 5 minutes. Right, yeah. I'm going to show you an item. Okay. I'm going to try and get some lighting up here. And the first one to tell me what it is.
Gets it.
Gets it. Okay, go. It's hollow. It's Velcro. It's a tube. Okay. Does anybody? It is a piece of issued military kit. No, maybe so. I have no use for it anymore. So.
Splint. Stealth said.
Nah, it's not a splint. Not a poncho rack.
A poncho rack. Leg warmer. Bottle warmer.
No.
What? Marital aid.
No. It is heat proof. There's a clue.
I've got a feeling I know what that is. But a silencer shroud.
Cujo, well done, my friend. That is a silencer shroud for a 223 Accuracy International. Yeah.
So do you want it?
Cujo's won it. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Cujo. There you go. We'll get off to you. It basically goes over your suppressor or your silencer and it protects it. It just gives it a little bit, it stops it giving off a heat signature if you fired multiple shots, and also gives you something you can then use to cam it and hide it. It's actually for the marksman's rifle 223. You
can always put one of those things in it though.
Will fit over a lot of other suppressors, and because it's Velcro, obviously if you're shooting smaller calibers or an air rifle, you can adjust it up, make it smaller, or you can make it larger. I say I've got no use for it at all anymore.
Katrina.
If you've got anything with a suppressor, mate, it'll go around it.
If you've got little legs.
Yeah, it'll fit any suppressor you've got, whether it be on an air rifle.
It's a tactical toilet roll
upwards, holder. Or, you know, if you do deer stalking or anything like that. Yeah, it's a handy bit of kit.
It's kinky Chinese finger cuffs. Oh dear, here we go again.
When I showed it yesterday on Stix's video, somebody actually said it was a 2-man willy warmer. I nearly said only when issued to Royal Marines, but there we go. We'll get that off to you, mate.
He said he can't make use of it. Kitten, can you make use of it? The kitten answered nice next.
If there's nobody else can make use of it, we will stick it in with John's box.
Yeah.
And send it out to him in the States. Because I'm pretty sure he may have something that it will fit.
No thanks. Okay, John, right, you're getting it in your box.
Right. John, it's coming out to you then, mate. Courtesy of Cujo. We'll sling it in your box. Yeah. Unless you've got no use for it, in which case we'll, yeah. I'll keep
John
it as
goes, I've been another bit of kit you haven't got that you'll have got now. No.
Cujo
said he'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cujo said yeah, he'll take it, yeah.
Okay, I should get you. Check you got it. I've got your email. And,
right, no, it's going to go to Cujo, John. Yeah. So yeah,
it's not Willie Tom McKay. it's an anti-vibrate for an Ann Summers thing. No, it's a thing. Could be children in the house. Yeah.
It's a muffler for a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Katrina.
Yeah, sorry, John. Didn't want to put you on any Fed lists. I keep forgetting out there it's a bit more difficult to get silencers and moderators in the States than it is in the UK.
Kitten said it's a Scottish size.
Scottish size Willy Warmer. Aye, the big broad lads up there, aren't they?
Yeah. That gives some poor lady a shock when you've had that under your kilt.
That's why they wear quilts, you know. They've got to have room to let things swing and breathe. Otherwise, they'll cause problems.
So when they're up their mountain, they can do ding dong merrily on high.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm stopping now.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I obtained myself, used for a little while, and yeah, as you do, it was a military gizzard.
Ah, yeah. Does it have a ring attacked? Oh no.
Yeah.
I think it's 9mm ring, isn't it?
9mm ring. Yeah. It's like a lot of military kit. You know how you may get issued a bit of kit and then you play with a bit of kit and you have to exercise with a bit of kit and then you come back, nobody asks about the bit of kit. The bit of kit goes into a locker and then 6 months later you have the locker and you go
moving along.
and then you just sort of go, oh, it's mine now. It's a gizzard.
Is it here? Oh dear. And there's it's going
yes, it's going down that rabbit hole, isn't it?
You had to stop sniggering, Muttley.
I'm hiding behind my cup.
Yeah, what's it telling that? And relax.
And breathe. And breathe deeply. So again, as I like to do on a Sunday night, I would like to say a big thank you to those wives, partners that assist us, help us,
hinder us,
and help us to do the things we do. Whether it be assisting us with making our videos, what a brilliant producer she was, to the wives that give us the time, give us the ability, give us the support to go out and do the mad things and the crazy things that we do, and partners, just thank you so very much. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Mrs. H.
Janet.
Thank you, Janet. You know, it's a wonderful world, and we can't do it without you. Woosah. Cheers, Katrina. Third leg splint. Blimey. Kiwi. I'm impressed, mate. Yeah, it could be. Talking of poncho rolls. Whilst John's online, check I've done it right.
Oh, did he kick you, Will?
Oh, sorry, mate. Make sure I've got it right. So, before I go out and actually test it. Oh, sorry, mate.
He's camouflaging the carpet.
He is.
He's a good boy. This Willow's going to have his trim up tomorrow. Go see your girls. Yeah.
How you can get something into a bag. Oh, no.
It does help you undo the desiccated bit.
So.
Watch you punch yourself in the face now.
I'll tell you what, it went in there a lot easier. So, John, what I've done is obviously I'm going to be going out and doing an overnighter. So, how I've set this up is I have it set up with the marine tarp folded in half, and then if I get the right end. And then inside, I have, he says, get the right end, it's the other end. There we go. So an inside, so what I've done, I have the reflective military sheeting that you provided last year, and then the Wooby. And so I have that in the taco shelter. I take it that's done correctly because it seemed the logical way, and I've done the poppers up. And
that's why it's hard. Get out of the bag.
I'm going to be using that on the Wildcat. That's going to be a system that I'm going to try. I'm also going to take it up so other guys can look at it, see the system for themselves, see what they think before I do a video on it. But I just wanted to check with you. I have set that up.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. So I have done it right.
Yep.
I didn't want any irate US servicemen getting hold of me going,
what the hell you
bloody
doing?
Brit, you done it wrong. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. And I do. That top, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing
You have a lot of questions about that on the film.
The UK guys, I've had a lot of feedback from that. Wow, that looks impressive. And it is, it's thick, right? The thickness and durability of it impresses me.
You can tell from where you had it, the light behind you, you can't see through it.
Out. Yeah. It is a bit smaller than the UK top. It would be nice if it was a little bit bigger. If it had another 12 inches in each direction, oh mate, I wouldn't be buying any other sort of top, to be honest with you. But yeah, it is a nice setup, and it packs away. The whole thing, you can roll it up, compress it up. You can do it as a roll.
Yeah, Jason's put his on his bed, isn't he? Because he'll be using his.
It does compress away
on sticks camp.
Yeah, and when you take it out, what impresses me with the actual Wooby itself, you take it, expands quite quickly. It lofts quite fast.
Yeah, John Willow likes the Wooby because I've sort of acquired one, and when I tuck up on the sofa with it, somebody decides that he's got to get on it.
Yeah. So brilliant, got it right.
It lofts. That's it.
Yeah, it does loft. It lofts quite quickly, and it's not a huge layer that lofts.
Yeah, yours is on your bed as well. I don't blame you, Mac.
But it's I think Mac will agree with me, Cass will agree with me. It's a weird thing, the Wooby. You look when you first, as a Brit, when you first look at the Wooby and you first feel it, you go, I ain't gonna do a lot. But blimey, it's reflective. This is the thing I've noticed about it. It reflects heat, your body heat back at you. I don't know what the material is. I don't know how they've achieved this because it's camo, but it does actually reflect your heat. What I've noticed is if you turn it the right way in the light, there's a shine to it. So I don't know what fibres are used in there. Yes, Lee, we could all do with an extra 12 inches at our age. Yeah.
Yeah, Dee's got Woobies.
Yeah.
Oh, Cujo's got a Dutch Wooby.
Excellent.
DPM.
Yeah, DPM.
They're brilliant. They really are.
Yeah, it's an impressive bit of kit. I mean, when I'd heard all the hype, I'd heard all things. When John first sent me a Wooby, I got to admit, when I first took it out, excuse me, bless me. When I first took it out, I was like, and then I tried it, and it became my Wooby is my go-to hammock sleep system. I've got an underquilt, and I throw the Wooby over me, and it's game changer.
Yeah,
I'm not fighting in and out of a sleeping bag or anything like that now. It throws it over me, and if I need to, I can double it up. Absolutely superb.
Max said the first time he saw a Wooby was when the US Ranger Regiment pressed it. And I don't know if anyone I've mentioned this earlier. I don't even know if I saw the Kent's camp. He did a Asda.
There you go. Well, they can see that.
Yeah, Asda or Walmart camp using their tent and things like that. And he had one of these 9-can cool boxes like that. Well, I've already got the bigger. We've got the bigger one. We've had it for about 5 years now, and the plastic line actually lifts right out. So I got this on eBay for £12. So I'm chuffed because that's perfect for giving meat in it.
That's a bit interesting for you. So it's made in the States and it's made by a company called Microban. The materials it's made out of reduces bacteria by 99%, inhibits the growth of stain and odor causing bacteria on the linings, and it makes the product easier to clean. This product contains the biocide silver phosphate glass microban. Yep, silver phosphate used in the medical world. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Great for stopping bacterial growth. For anybody who's used silver plasters, or if you see silver plasters, always grab them. They're brilliant. Yeah, it does give the thing. Protection does not protect, or this protection does not protect the user from foodborne illness and bacteria that is within the meats or the products within. All right, that is no substitute for cleaning this product before and after each use.
High density thermal insulation, easy clean PEVA lining with mesh pockets.
Yeah.
For £12, they are indestructible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Max said the US Rangers wanted their wool jumpers.
Yeah, there's not a lot to beat the British issue woolly bully for winter wear.
Not like Katrina.
Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. Although I used to like the German one as well. I used to grab the German ones quite regularly. They're a nice jumper. Good bit of kit. Night, Cat. Take it easy. Good night, sweet dreams. Where are we? I'm just trying to read through that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, Matt. You're going to take your Wooby for you in your hammock.
The zoot suits. Yes. Yeah. You can find those these days. Old school. Yeah. So old school kit was good. It was good because it didn't have the technology behind it. So it was invariably made out of older fashioned materials, wools, fibres. You know, one of the things I was talking with Owen about it today in Sticks, and one of the things saying about it, I love my old drover's coat as a waterproof, and I used to wear it all the time because with that combined with a pair of wellies and a large wide brim hat, I'm waterproof, I'm windproof, I'm comfortable in almost any environment. All I've got to do is put the right layers underneath it. And the way it was designed,
also called parachute suits now.
The way it was designed for horse riding meant that you've got movement in it. If you've got to bend down, squat down, move around, it kept a layer over your legs. It didn't pull up over. Great old-fashioned technology. The downside, not as light as Gore-Tex, not as thermally efficient as some of the modern materials. However, it had the durability. An old wax jacket like that isn't going to snag on a thorn, isn't going to puncture easily. It's going to be fairly sturdy. It will stand up to the wear and tear. I've slept in mine. I've camped in mine. I've made shelters out of mine. It's good kit. I absolutely adore it. Like I say, that combined with a pair of Wellingtons and a wide brimmed hat, put the collar up, laughing. Used by rural workers, horsemen, and that is a design that goes back hundreds of years. So again, when we look at some of the modern technology bits of kit out there, ultralight gear seems to be the big thing over the last 10 years. Ultralight. Yeah, ultralight, cool. But as you become lighter, things become weaker. There's just no. It's that old
lighter.
thing.
It's also thinner, and then they rip easier, and then
it's that old. Was it somebody once said it was? You can have cheap, you can have light, and you can have cheap, light. I think it was hard wearing.
The old Barbie jackets are
You
great.
couldn't have all three. You've got to choose which one you're going to have. Yeah, Barber jacket. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
John, we took the Wooby over to him. He's actually got it on his bed at the moment.
Yeah,
Mac.
Mac's got his Wooby.
Jason's got his Wooby on his bed.
Yeah, Mac's got a Wooby now. Thanks to you, John. Jason's got a Wooby in his van. Thanks to you, John. He's more than happy with it.
Mine's rolled up on the back of the sofa.
Willow have got a Wooby, and I've got a Wooby. The point where I thought I had 2 Woobies.
I'm only borrowing it. You can have it back.
No, it works for you.
To lend it. Yeah, and we gave him these the tin opener thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jacket. If you get one that goes to the knees, it's a lot better than it because it keeps your kidneys and that warm. And if you're sitting down, it goes down over your knees as well.
Some people might not be quite sure what I mean by drover's jacket.
Oh. Hello, Willow. You want a bit of beef? What's a steak? What's a steak? Good boy.
So those of you that are in the UK, the best place to get one of these is in Scats, or as it's now called round here, Mole Valley. The old farmers supermarket. They've got different names all over the country. So the drover's jacket was basically, this goes right back to the days when guys would drive cattle and animals along the droves in the UK from town to town, to village to village. It's what it was designed to do. And it was the coat they would wear.
You used to take the dogs for a walk and everything in that, didn't you?
Basically, it's waxed cotton. You've got an extra layer up there, just a simple loop that comes under the arm. It's got a cotton liner there. But the real plus side for it is it's not just a long jacket. It's actually cut with a web and a loop on the inside here that's designed to fasten around your leg to allow you to do that. And the jacket then follows your leg. Okay, the zipper system comes to here.
Horse riding as well.
Yeah, and horsemanship. Yeah, and that's where that comes in. That was designed for horse riders. You imagine somebody on a horse is sitting in this position, well, not quite this position, but this sort of position. It gives that protection to the water's going to run off. And these, I paid £38 for this 10 years ago, and it's still in good order and usable today because it's waxed cotton. It's not an expensive, it's not a Barber, it's not an expensive version, okay, but it does the job, and you can reproof them. That's the thing. People, quite often you'll see wax jackets in the charity shops looking a bit tired and a little bit fed up for themselves. They're a good investment. Check the zippers okay, make sure there's no tears in it. Grab it. Get yourself some Grangers or any of the other many types of cotton treatments out there. Re-wax it, which, as I'm going to tell you, and I will tell you, in all honesty, is quite a long process. But once done, you've proofed it, and you only need to proof it once every 3 or 4 years, and it will stand up to anything. They are a superb system. Absolutely love it. And again, old-fashioned thoughts, processes, technologies, they work. I combine that with a good woolly jumper, a layer system t-shirt underneath that, and I'm prepared to go out in almost any conditions. Stick a scarf on it.
It's in a good coat.
Wide-brimmed hat, pair of wellies, dry.
Faye said you could sell a lot of watches from inside that. Yeah. Can I interest you in a watch, love? So yeah, cape jacket, maybe add a flannel liner to your Batman living.
Well, that's the thing with that, isn't it? You can see the evolution from cape to that. It's a natural evolution. It was something where somebody actually looked at it, put sleeves onto a cape. Blimey, that works. You know, it's still got the spread to get around the legs and that. So you can see the natural evolution in it. Downside of it, yes, it's a bit heavier. Okay. Plus side of that, ain't going to let you down. And that's really what's important, because if I'm up on the hills and the weather turns absolutely to crap, I would rather be carrying that extra 2 or 3 pounds in weight and know that I'm going to be all right than be struggling. Lee Michelle's moved to Fabsil for most of his kit. Yeah, Fabsil, good gear, good product. I can't knock it. I use it on tents and I use it on a lot of my gear. Fabsil my shoes and that.
Well, you can do like Chris did. He made his own seal, didn't he?
Ultra lightweight, naked pair of wellies, mixed willy warmer. That's all you need, surely.
Yeah. Just hope there's not a high wind.
Yeah, Cujo. Yeah, those old greatcoats. Yeah, they were a beast of a thing. I'll take it you're talking about the old-fashioned woolly greatcoat. Do you know what? They were a bit.
They're the ones you used to see when, like, the when you used to watch the old like Great Escape and that. They used to wear those.
Yeah, brilliant material. Brilliant material. I've got a blanket made out of very similar material, which is felted wool. It's a Russian blanket. In actual fact, if you look out and about, now and again they come up in the army surplus supplies and that.
Is it Prepper Shop? I think that one
was
from.
Yeah, got that one from the Prepper Shop. Yeah. But the old Russian blankets, the felted blankets, they're absolutely brilliant. If I can get another one, I actually want to make a wool cape out of it. Because a brilliant bit of kit. Brilliant bit of kit. So, hour and 55 minutes. Blimey, that went by quick tonight.
It did, didn't it?
It did.
Fast.
Shall we do the usual 2-hour cut-off? Yeah. Right, so we're going to say goodnight to you all in about 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us this Sunday.
Jacket, yeah.
I hope you've had a wonderful evening, because we both have.
Yeah.
I got asked a question. How do I do this? Do I script it on a Sunday night? No. This is all...
Make a few notes.
Off, yeah.
Little bits to remember to...
Yeah.
I do a bit.
It's pretty much off pat. It's thanks to you guys. I look at the comments. You help me lead me on the subject. The one thing I dread is having that night when nobody says anything, because I'm sitting there going... past, but yeah, you guys lead the conversation.
Night, Ray. I'm so pleased you're
right. Take care, mate. Glad you're better.
It will take you a little bit more longer to get.
Keep yourself warm. Keep yourself safe. And if you need anything, Ray, give us a holler. Okay. Have a fantastic week, my friend. Lee Michelle, night, mate. You have a good week too. Stay safe. Keep warm.
Dirty faces.
Dirty faces. Night, my friend. You take care. Stay safe. Keep warm. Look after yourself. Watch the weather.
Night, Owen.
Night, Owen. Night, Faye. Night, Mrs. H. I must say, Mrs. H.
Night, Stiggs.
Thank you for your great help with making the video. Stealth, night, mate. Keep them coming.
Oh, you and that, come on. That you're kidding. That came and he opened it and he went, "What's the postmark?" There's no post stamp on it. And he opened it. It was so chuffed. So chuffed.
It's a private place.
It's beside his bedside cabinet. But him, like you, he used to have them all the time. Night, Mac. See you through the week, no doubt. Night, Janet.
So Kitten Killer.
Yeah.
Kitten Killer took me right back to being 10 years old. 10 years old. My windowsill at 10 years old used to be stacked with these all the way across.
No night, D's mum. No night, D.
Every week, my pocket money, I would go and buy one of these, the latest one.
Yeah.
And a quarter of aniseed balls. That was all my pocket money done for the week.
Hi, Virginia. Nice to see you. I like the catch up.
I used to collect these little comics.
Night, El Croc.
And so when it came, I was like, hey.
And it couldn't work out. There's nothing with it.
And
she was so chuffed.
But thank you, mate. That has taken pride of place. I will, treasure. Yeah. I'm reading it at the moment, and you see, I'm using a bookmark. I'll be wasn't the same as when I was a kid.
Yeah, Kiwi Kitten sent it to Rich. He found it and sent it to him. Really, only 7p.
Really put a smile on my face. So it used to be my 15 pence pocket money. That would. Virginia,
Night, Cujo. Thank you. Yeah, we'll wrap up and we'll be
all our love to you, Virginia. You're doing well, mate. Yeah, we're just winding up now.
It's the catch up.
Yeah, brilliant. You do that, my friend. Oh, Derek. Yeah. Oh, Derek's mum. Good night, sweetheart. Mwah! Big one of those to you and a hug. And Derek to your dad. Yeah.
Max said he used to refuse refuse to read them.
Yeah. Good night, sir. You take care.
Thank you, Stealth. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt. Well, they didn't do para comic, did they? Yeah, take care out there, everybody. Have a wonderful week wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Look after yourselves. To those friends of mine in the States, yeah, it's election time. I hope it all goes peacefully and goes well for you. You don't get too much aggravation.
Too many hurricanes.
I'm hoping the weather stays good for you out there as well, because I know from John and that they're expecting some really rough weather. I'm hoping it treats you okay, mate. What else can I say?
It's gone silent out there. There's no fireworks now.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all.
I swear they're sitting there with their binoculars saying, "Yeah, they're doing live," and they're gone.
Thank you for all the love, the attention, the support, for joining us this Sunday evening. To my mate Lake District out there, and to all you guys. In fact, I'm not going to go through a list because it's to all of you. Take care. Have a wonderful week. Look after yourselves. Have your adventures. Get outside.
And see you all next Sunday.
Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. And as always, may peace and light be upon you all. This is Mick and Kaz, wishing you all well till we catch up again next week. Guys, stay safe. Be good. Mickey out.
Good night.